for loading up here. Merry-Go-Round Ladder Edition is going to be the game. And yeah, some more TVZ action coming right at you. Hello everybody, this is Chaos with Chaos Esports Productions, bringing you the semifinal of today's Shots Fired weekly tournament. This is going to be the Masters and Diamond Player Tournament, and we've got some pretty excellent players for you today. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner here on Merry-Go-Round, in the red trunks, representing Team ViViD Gaming, it is Sorrow. And in the southern portion here on Merry-Go-Round Ladder Edition with a very, very well-executed mech push last game, currently up 2-1, it is Team Ascension's Foxer. So, definitely a very creative push last game. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite as creative as that push was. It was just very, very well executed. The SCVs, I think, is what really helped round it out. Like, just the ability to repair your units as they're being attacked, just so powerful. So, yeah, looks like we've got Merry-Go-Round. Merry-Go-Round's kind of an interesting map simply because it's one of the very few 3-base maps out on the field. I believe, what is it, Catalina is the other 3-base map that they added this season. Definitely very interesting maps, but based on these spawn, you know, it really, all spawning positions are kind of the same. I mean, you get kind of the same matchup regardless. I'm casting here. Cuddle Bear's like, interesting barracks. Anyways, but yeah, so pretty typical opening. Looks like it was a hatchery first. Pretty normal. Zerg opening. We'll have to see whether or not he goes for that relatively early gas. But overall, things looking pretty standard. Reaper's going to be coming out as quickly as possible. And going to be actually going to go ahead and take that pretty fast command center. I guess normally timed command center, but yeah, so both their playstyles tend to be, obviously Foxer's focuses more on the push, the 2-base push type timing, whereas Sorrow has definitely been more macro focused. We see a lot of times he'll go ahead and just not really push out with anything and just kind of play the defensive style. So see how it pans out for him. The reactor going to be going down in the barracks, and yeah, things are looking pretty good. So, going to get a couple more barracks to help out with production, and yeah, we're going to start moving into kind of the decision-making stage of the game, where both players get to start to figure out what the heck they're going to do. No gas so far coming out of Sorrow, so it could be seeing a really fast third base. Actually, most likely we'll be seeing a really fast third base. Lings are actually gonna get into a good enough position. Can the Queen take it out? Ah, just barely not. Reaper will survive to live another day and maybe scout another day. But yeah, so far so good. Nothing too crazy. First 2 gases are going to come down 5:30, so wouldn't be surprised if we see a Roach Warren go down relatively soon as well. Normally, if he is going to go for that early third base, the third base would have probably gone down around the 5:30 mark, and then the 2 gases would have gone around 6 to 6:30. So yeah, so definitely going to be focused on getting units probably relatively soon. In the meanwhile, looks like Foxer's going to be happily getting out some more units, getting his own economy up, and yeah, things are looking. Oh, it is a monthly turn. Wow, I fail at life. It is the monthly tournament. Why did I say it was weekly? I don't know. I'm just doing my thing. Whatevs. Anyways, some defensive structures gonna come up. A couple Evo chambers, as well as a spine crawler. But yeah, so far, looks like Foxer happily just kind of chilling out at home. Not really moving too far along. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go ahead and push out relatively soon. So Stim is about halfway done, and he is actually going to go ahead and push out with it in that position. So my guess is by the time he gets over here, Stim will be on the verge of finishing up. We do actually have double eBay coming down, so he's going to be looking to do some pretty heavy teching. But we'll have to see whether or not this push can actually get the damage he needs done. Because that's what it's all about, getting the damage done. So far, only a handful of queens and a spine crawler. The roaches are actually potentially going to pop out here relatively soon. So far, only 3. And he actually is just going to go ahead and send these Marines back home. So, in general, not looking to be too terribly aggressive, just mainly focusing on poking in, seeing whether or not he can get some damage done, and, you know, he kind of recognized that, hey, you know, can't really do a whole lot about this, so I'm just going to go ahead and back off. So, Foxer, 1 game away from moving on to the finals. We'll have to see if it will be enough. Actually, gonna go ahead and push out once again. Stim now is done. Concussion cells as well as combat shield are also almost complete as well. So he will potentially have all the upgrades that he needs. Is going to go ahead and scout the third base as well, and actually sees that it's not there. So he's going to definitely be running back home. Roaches now starting to stream across the field. Lots of roaches. Holy cow. 23 roaches out of the field. Looks like the roaches are trying to get into a decent enough position. Some of them coming from behind. Will he get a good enough surround, though? That's the question. Nidus Worm actually also in production, so it does look like he is going to potentially go ahead and try and be really aggressive with this. Stim coming out from the back units, trying to get in as much as possible, but with the Lynx here, he's not going to be able to come in. Roach is definitely getting some nice surface area. SCVs being pulled. Will it be enough, though? Lots of Marauders here getting lots of good damage done on these roaches, and the roaches are melting really, really fast. With Concussion Soul and everything, I don't think that Saro's quite got enough Nidus Network going down in the back of his base. Will it be enough, though? Roaches are getting some fair amount of damage, but does he even know? The Nidus Network is still going to complete. No SCVs are being pulled. And at this point, he doesn't know. Roach is going to now start to stream out here in the main and get as much damage done as possible. More roaches really need to start to pop up, though. Roaches are starting to stream out. Will it be enough, though? Widowmine will go down, just not quick enough. Nice Widowmine shot getting off. Is there enough here, though? Marauders just going absolutely to town. And definitely going to be able to clean this up very, very nicely. And Nidus Network will go down. So, overall, not a very effective attack. While it had the potential to be very, very devastating, I really think some speedlings would have been a lot nicer to pop out here and just disrupt the mining of Foxer. But I mean, at this point, third command center is going to be landing down at that third base position, and yeah, I would say Foxer's going to be looking to potentially push out here relatively soon. Marauders get a piece of this army, and it looks like surprisingly Zaro wants to go ahead and engage this. All these units are going to go down, and yeah, Foxer's in a very dominating position at this point. I mean, units-wise, only 10 more, 10 roaches out compared to the 12 Marauders and 11 Marines, as well as the singular Widowmine. But yeah, things are looking really, really good. Obviously, we do have the Overlord still in position for a Nidus Network if it so chooses. But I kind of feel like that will get cleaned up, given its positioning where the sensor tower is. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, Saro's kind of dug himself into a hole. He tried to make the attack get as much damage done as possible, but just simply with the amount of Marauders that have been out on the field, it's like there's just way too much DPS output. So, Marauders doing 22 damage against Armored, which Roaches most definitely are armored units, so... yeah, looks like Fox are going to be coming in here, maybe pick off a third base if he so chooses. Now, there are mutas out on the field already, so depending on how many of those there are, only 7 so far, he might be able to get here. Third base going to immediately get sniped. Roach is trying to get the damage they need, and the mutas are actually coming in to engage. He's got to be careful of those mutas, though. Doesn't want too many of them to get popped. 1 will go down, 2 will go down, and the rest of the Roaches will get cleaned up with the Marauder count. And even though there are no more, Roaches, I mean, no more Marines, the Mutas can reign supreme for now. Some sure sick micro here with this, the Marine and the medevac. But yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, Foxer just has more units clumping up back at home. Only slow lings are being produced at this point, and it just really isn't going to be a whole lot. Marauders starting to take them down left and right, and actually going to go ahead and potentially get cleaned up here. Leaving a couple Marauders back to try and minimize the damage. Yeah, I mean, he's not trading very well. Marines now starting to stem up and push back some of the... you know, at this point, Foxer just needs to A-move across the field. I mean... you know, Sar just doesn't have the output that he needs. So, I mean, at this point, Foxer's in a very, very dominating position. 4th command center on the way, as well as a handful of missile turrets getting built. Three mutas will come in here and try to get some damage done, but overall, not looking too hot. So, more Roaches in production. You know, at this point, you know, Sar just needs to continue on getting things rolling. 3 mutas trying to be a pest, but, yeah. At this point, Foxer says, you know, I've had enough fun of this. I'm going to just move on across here, and things are going to be looking pretty solid. GG's going to get called, and Foxer will be moving on to the finals.